Welcome to the City of South Bend, Washington. This City Council meeting was held on December 9th, 2024.
All right, so I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. I'd like especially to welcome and introduce Dave Johnson. He is our new clerk treasurer. Zoe is soon to be leaving us, and so he is in training with Zoe currently. So welcome, Dave. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you.
Do we have any items from the public tonight?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
So I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda, the consent agenda, and the minutes from November 25th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Are any opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any correspondence?
No.
Okay. So it's now 5:31. And I'd like to open the public hearing for ordinance 1602, and that is the adoption of the budget. And I would remind everyone that this is the opportunity for the public to speak, and then the council can weigh in when we get to item 7. So do we have anyone from the public that would like to speak to the public hearing about the budget? It does not appear that we do. So it's 5:31 and 30 seconds, and we will close the public hearing for ordinance number 1602. So moving on to item 7, and that is to move the adoption of the budget for 2025 to the second reading, which would be at our next council meeting. And so in way of explanation here, as you know, when we left this last time, we were short of being in the black in current expense. And we have made some adjustments since the last meeting, which have been in the council packet. And in speaking with Clerk Treasurer Soa, we have more money than anticipated in the current expense fund right now, and felt that we could safely increase the beginning balance for next year $50,000. So that did help us out there. And the other change, another change that was made was, and we had spoken about this at our last council meeting, was that the one project grant was not awarded, and that saved us $33,605 there. And we talked about the PATCOM and the EDC dues changes as well, which netted us about $2,400 between the two of them as well. So that does put us in the black in current expense at the end of the year. It does still spend some fund balance, but we are still in the black, which is where we need to be legal. We cannot go into 2025 with a budget that shows we are in the red. So those were the changes that were made since our last council meeting. And so at this time, I would entertain a motion to move the budget to the second reading.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Are any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you. This has been a struggle. All right, moving on to item 9, personal services contract. And
Sorry.
this
8/16 ordinance 1603.
Oh, sorry, I checked it off the wrong one. Sorry. Ordinance 1603, and this is the one for the budget amendments for 2024. And so I think we need an explanation of those from the clerk treasurer's office, and I don't know who's going to do that. So.
Well, I didn't, actually Dee came over to teach them to David, so I didn't really have any part of it.
Okay.
in the budget amendments.
Yeah,
We had three items that were in the red. And it's not legal to have that. Expenditures were more than we expected. So we moved to amend the budget, which happens. You can do that. Usually it happens once a year.
mm-hmm,
And so if you look at in the 2024 budget amendment worksheet, that's towards the end of your packet. In both sewer and water, we amended, put the amounts up to 500,000, raised it to 500,000 and 700,000. Libraries zeroed out at 8,790.29, which puts us back in the. Those are just numbers that we can estimate or assume, and it's all right if we overestimate, but it's not all right if we underestimate. So what we did was brought these numbers back up into the red, back up into the black, I should say, with these, with this amendment here, so that we have our expected budget is in the black.
correct.
and then-
And this is something that we do every year. I've been mayor 11 years and I've never seen a year where we didn't have some budget amendments at the end of the year. Nobody's got a crystal ball and it's really hard to estimate exactly where you're going to be in every single item in the budget. And so sometimes revenues come in more than expected and sometimes expenditures come in greater than budgeted. And so that is the case here, as I understand it, this year as well. So that's what these are. So
So Dee actually came in and helped us with this budget amendment.
yeah. Okay. So I would entertain a motion to approve ordinance 1603, an ordinance adopting revised appropriations and expenditures made in the calendar year 2024 for the city of South Bend, Washington. And this is a first reading, so it will go to a second reading is what we're doing. We're moving it to the second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Are any opposed? Motion carries. Now we're going to move on to item number 9, and that is the personal services contract for the new clerk treasurer. And so there is a copy of that within your packet as well. And so I would entertain a motion to approve the personal services contract for Dave Johnson.
So moved. Second.
And this, I should say also, I'm sorry, this goes to the end of 2025. So we won't have to do this again in January like we normally do for the department heads. This one will go through the end of 2025. Is there any discussion?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm looking for it right now, but under the evaluation section,
Yes.
it says that evaluation recommendations will be made by the mayor with input from the council. I don't think I've ever been requested to give any input on an evaluation. I don't think that's new.
No, that's not new. It's been there.
Is there a reason that we haven't been asked or been involved?
I actually didn't even really realize it was in there, to tell you the truth. I look at these once a year when we put it through, and I haven't, well, that's why, because it was unknown to me that it was in there. It didn't hit my register. So that would be why.
Okay, so we can look forward to being included in that process?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Mm-hmm. Any other comments? Discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye. For everybody's,
Any opposed? All right, motion carries.
For reference, it's section 3, performance evaluation.
Okay. Let's see. Item 10, Resolution 2024-06, authorizing investment of City of South Bend monies in the local government investment pool, which is the LGIP, and that's monies that we have invested, and this just authorizes the clerk treasurer to put money in and pull money out as directed by the council. So I would entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, fireworks survey results discussion.
So, I have the numbers on this. This is the, turnout for the fireworks survey. What we got, 124 to keep it the same, 59 for a complete ban. And then, outside the city limits, which we kept those separate because that really doesn't pertain. But they are customers, so they got it. 21 voted to keep it the same and 4 to ban, so. But 124 to keep it the same and 59 for a complete ban.
Sounds like a mandate to me.
That survey wasn't complete. Not all the residents in South Bend got any email. I cannot believe the city has really tried to get every resident. I got 10 other people to say they've got nothing in their email, including myself.
Well, we had emailed you back showing you where it said that it was on the email, and we got confirmation that those did all go out.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm sticking to what I said. 10
Okay.
other people.
Okay. Well, I don't know what more we can do at this point. We went through Vision and we had an IT person come in and make sure that it was workable and on everyone's account, and it showed that it was on our end, and they assured us that it was from Vision, and the IT person did. So I don't know what more we can do. We did everything that we knew to do to get it out to everyone. I personally took them to the apartment complexes and gave them to people. So I don't know what more we could do. And I apologize if it was incomplete, but we did the best that we knew to do to get it to every single person.
Thank you for your consideration.
Mm-hmm.
And we did have, from the last survey to this one, from what I was hearing, a better turnout this time than the last time, which was before I was clerk treasurer, but that they did do the survey. So we did try to get it to everybody in multiple different ways. We had it in the office, like, you know, the mayor said, we, you know, worked with people to try to get it out. We were assured that it did go out to everybody. We got the emails that they did send out to the people showing that it was. So we did try the best. We extended it. We did try to get it to every single customer for their vote. So
I had a letter in the paper too, so everybody, maybe everybody doesn't read our little paper, but they might want to pay attention to it. But that's a good turnout. In my time here, which has been, I don't know how many years, and that's the biggest turnout of anything that I've ever seen.
I agree. I don't know when I've ever seen one more than that either. I think that is the best turnout we've had that I'm aware of. Yeah. Any further discussion from the council on that?
Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a lot closer than that, and I wanted to thank you for your effort in doing that. You too, Zoe, in being as complete as you were with it. I think it's just kind of a good cross section of the population. Thank you.
Okay. So let's move on to department head reports. Police Chief Stiegel.
Things have been going pretty well for the police department. This Saturday is the annual Shop with a Cop. We will be participating. We have a couple officers that are signed up to participate, so that'll be Saturday morning, bright and early. The Raymond residents will get a loud wake-up call at about 8 o'clock with, 30 to 50 police cars driving through the neighborhoods with their lights and sirens on. It's a good event. It helps out, a select few children in the community that are chosen, but it's fun. The officers, I think, sometimes have more fun than the kids do, but that'll be this Saturday.
How are the kids chosen?
Through Shop with a Cop, they work with, I believe they work with the schools.
Schools.
Yeah, we're not involved in choosing them. We're just asked how many officers our agency is going to have, and then they determine, or they reach out to the school and say, hey, and they always try and, for South Bend officers, they try and pick South Bend students. For Raymond officers, they pick Raymond. So, yeah, it's done through the committee, the Shop with a Cop committee.
Okay.
So that's all I have.
All right, Supervisor Hout.
I just have one item, excuse me. The Madison Street Safe Routes School project's been going pretty well. There's been a couple little hiccups in it, but that's typical for our underground here. So they're moving through and it seems to be on schedule. Frank, did you have anything to add to that, or?
No, I think it's going pretty well. It's
Yeah.
Nothing in the ground here is a surprise.
This is Frank, our inspector from GNL. I was going to show up tonight. You bored in your little hut back there?
Excuse me?
Did you get bored in your hut at home there?
Yeah,
But no, it seems to be going well. It's great working with Roberts and Frank. He has an eye out for the city, so we appreciate him there. That's all I have.
Thank you. Fire Chief McGee.
I have nothing.
All right.
I have a question for Tim. The big repair, what was that large of a repair? What was it you guys had done? It's the 21,000
Oh, I saw that.
truck service repair.
US Fire.
It was an insurance.
Yeah. The bumper lay on the truck, fell out of the truck going to a call. And it tore the bumper, they run it over and it tore the bumper, pulled the bumper right down, tore the siren off. Messed the hood up a little bit, yeah. So we got that fixed and now it is fixed the proper way. It's got an enclosed box on it so it can't come out.
Very cool. Okay.
So, yeah,
All
that's what happened there.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Anything else, Tim?
Nope, that is it.
All right. And then from the clerk treasurer's office.
I had one thing. I just wanted to thank Weyerhaeuser for donating the tree that's over in Mary Rogers Park, and the city crew for putting up some extra lights on it. And I think Counselor Kiken helped put lights on it. And I believe the merchants had a tree lighting on the 30th, the Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, whatever that date was. So just wanted to say thank you for that. And David, did you have anything?
What's the tree lighting advertised? I didn't see
Yeah.
anything there.
I think on social media, I don't know, I didn't really,
Social media.
yeah, I don't know how, I think Christine Balcom is the head of the Merchants Association. I'm not sure really. I'm not, I don't have a lot of information regarding that. So.
Okay. Sorry, I missed it.
All right. And so I just, in my report, I just wanted to thank everyone for working so hard to contain costs. I know the police department has worked really hard to cut back and keep overtime at a minimum. Public Works crew has done a tremendous job of trying to rein in costs and not purchasing things that aren't necessary. It's been an across the board effort, and I appreciate all of those efforts from our crew. It's not been easy. It's been a difficult time this budget season. These last 2 years have been tough, and they have really made an effort to contain spending. And it's not going to notice by me, and I want the council to be aware of how hard our crew is working to rein in those expenditures. And that's one of the reasons we were able to increase that beginning balance in current expense by $50,000, just because they have done such a good job of holding the line and trying to rein in expenditures that are unnecessary, or it's been just, there's no fluff right now. It's just, we're spending only what we have to spend. And I appreciate the efforts of everyone involved. Do we have any public comments regarding current agenda items tonight? Okay, it does not appear that we do. So let's move on to council comments. Councillor Kuiken.
I'm good.
Councillor Manlow.
Nothing.
Councillor Corcoran.
I'd like to recognize Carl Aris for putting up the Christmas decoration.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're nice. Councillor Davis
Nothing.
and Councillor Williams.
I'm good.
Okay, do we have any future agenda topics?
I don't.
Yeah,
I would like to see if we could pull out the contract on that restroom facility down there on the county property and get a thorough look at that. So
what we pay for the easement, you mean?
yeah, because it seems like we went 2 years without a complete clarification on that, so I'd really like to get clarified with that.
I guess I don't understand what you mean by clarification.
Well, we went 1 year saying that the payment was 15,000, then the last meeting we said it was only 2,000. Well, that's a $13,000 difference on our budget, and I'd like to see where that's at.
Right, I did bring it last, I can put it, but last year I did bring it in and we did have copies of it, but I can get it out.
Okay, I don't
I
ever
can-
recall seeing it. So.
Yeah, and I did verify that there was 2 balloon payments of that 15,000.
Right.
Then next year it's back to the 2,000. That's
Okay.
why I did clarify it before I changed it in the budget.
Okay.
So, but I can get it out and
Yeah,
be
just
on
to
the
look
next.
at it. That way we kind of
meeting.
know exactly what that contract is down there and what we're paying for.
Okay,
Also, is there any chance we can see the contract with Timberland
sure, yeah.
for the library?
It's a 1-page document.
Okay.
I've got it, I can get it to you.
Okay.
I've got it on my, my computer at work.
And we haven't heard anything from the insurance company or?
Dennis, you're more up on that than I am.
No, they had the third-party contractor come in, which was, Mill Creek Construction. And Mill Creek wasn't able to get a report or an estimate to them in the time that they wanted, so they opted to go with their own contractor now. So evidently this week, they're gonna bring their own contractor in and try to get a cost on that. So it's still in the insurance's hands.
All right.
Okay, anything else? All right, thank you, everyone. We are adjourned.
Thanks.
Thanks, Darren.
This has been the City Council meeting for South Bend, Washington. Meeting was held on December 9th, 2024. The next City Council meeting will be held on December 23rd, 2024.